Now that I'm looking back at it though, like I was going through it and didn't even know I was going through it for real. Like I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't really want to do anything. I was just wrapped around school. It was my last semester and I was holding on by like every little thread of possibility of graduating that I had in my body because I was determined to get out of there.
Hey, big bank take, little bank, nigga bet me. How this little thing reppin' L, what you can't see. Put my little cat on his face, tell that nigga breathe. I give him back to you, sis, before I break the nigga knee.
Hey you guys, I am back. I know it's been a long time, but I figured why not just do a quick life update with y'all. I know y'all have been asking for a video on my last semester in nursing school and what life has been like after nursing school, so I think it's about time we did that. I did want to come on here real quick though and start off by saying that I have seen all y'all's emails and comments, and I really appreciate y'all. Every single comment I see, and I am more than grateful. You guys would not believe. I am very busy. Um, there has been a lot of changes that I cannot wait to sit down and have a story time with y'all about. But right now, I'm getting a lot of emails asking me for my notes. So I am currently uploading my notes to my Etsy page. And you guys will be able to go on there and purchase the notes, and then they'll come to you directly in your email after you purchase them. I feel like that works out better for everybody, not just for me, but for y'all as well. So you guys be on the lookout for that. I also have made some planners for everyday life, for my pregnant mamas, and for my gym rats, because I am not a gym rat anymore. Just so we can have a better understanding of life. We all know in nursing school they teach us prioritization and time management, and I feel like those really come in handy, especially for me. So while I upload these files, let's talk about my last semester in nursing school. And when I tell y'all it was not the fun semester, I mean that wholeheartedly. It was rough, honestly, to say the least. And I don't know how I did it. I really don't. I think I may have just been going with the flow, and going with the flow made things a little easier. I think if I had to deal with it in a different way, I probably would have failed. But with that being said, it also wasn't like the hardest thing I ever had to do. Like advanced med surge was definitely hard. But at the same time, like if I had to take advanced med surge and pharmacology together, I probably would have just dropped out for real. And like now that I'm looking back at it, that's my son, y'all. Now that I'm looking back at it though, like I was going through it and didn't even know I was going through it for real. Like I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't really want to do anything. I was just wrapped around school. It was my last semester and I was holding on by like every little thread of possibility of graduating that I had in my body because I was determined to get out of there. I was fed up. I didn't want to be in nursing school anymore. I just wanted to be done and over with, take my exam, and see if I actually retained any of this information they have force fed me for 2 years. One thing I will say as a piece of advice for any of the girls out there who feel like they may be in a situation where nursing school is taking over who they are as a person, always make time for yourself. Always. Don't ever feel guilty for going out and having a dinner or a lunch with your best friend or somebody you met from school. Don't ever feel bad about spending time with your family instead of working or studying. Don't ever feel bad about taking time solely for yourself, even if it's just to sit in the dark. Because your girl used to do that. Sit in the dark or sit in the tub and marinate on all the shit that's happening. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know my study habits. My study routine in my last semester was the same, but I definitely picked it up a notch. I was not spending as much time outside or time for myself like how I should have been. I was mainly just focusing on getting done with nursing school. That was my primary goal. That was my primary focus. So I wasn't really doing anything. Hence the reason why this video took so long for me to put out. But Study habits stayed the same. Still use my planner like I've showed y'all in my previous videos. I still had my study regimen that I explained to y'all once before. Still had that dosage calc test that we had to do every quarter. And still had to pass it with a 90% or better. Still had to attend all my clinicals. We didn't get any freebies. I know some people got like the last day clinical, they got out early. I did not. My clinical instructor did not let us go early. She did not care about the whole getting out early for your last clinical in nursing school. That was not a priority of hers. There wasn't any freebies on dress code on the last day either. We didn't get any special lunches or nothing like that. So I know some people look forward to that day because it's supposed to be like one of the best days. Mine was just a very regular day. Nothing really changed at all for that day for me. If you guys want to know what life has been like for me after graduating nursing school, I will give y'all a little input on it and we'll have a little story time into it. I want to start out on that little input by saying no matter what anybody tells you that you can accomplish, they're a liar. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. I have touched every goal that I was told I could not do in my first year as a nurse. And I want to go back and tell those people so bad that they are liars and they should stop degrading people like that, putting it in their head that they are not capable of achieving these things in the first year as a nursing grad or as a nurse in general. Like for instance, my very first job outside of nursing school was in the ICU, the surgical ICU at that. And my second job was in the ER. And I have been offered jobs as nursing supervisors. I have been offered jobs in corrections, which is where I currently work for the state, in corrections. And I was told that I wouldn't be able to get a state job in my first year. I wouldn't be able to get into a specialty like ICU. I was told I wouldn't be able to get in management roles like a nursing supervisor in my first year. And all of those things were offered to me in my first year. So no matter what anybody tells you, you can do it if you set your mind to it. And that's all I have to say about that. Like I said before, I just started my first job in corrections, working for the state. So far, I think corrections is my home. I don't really care for bedside anymore. I know a lot of people tell y'all that they get burnt out on bedside, and it is true. And in our next little story time, I will tell y'all why I think that is, why I think that people get burnt out in bedside, and why most people go to a different kind of nursing, rather that be IR, outpatient surgery, like outpatient surgery, family practices, corrections, stuff that is more kind of laid back and doesn't have so much going on. I'll tell y'all about why I think that is in our next little story time. Like I've always told y'all, make study guides, make flashcards, rewrite your notes, highlight them, color coordinate them, whatever you need to do to retain the information, do it, because that's what your girl did. And if none of that works, you can always go on my website in the link in the bio and download my notes and use them as you see fit. I do want to let it be known, and it is also in the description on my notes, that these notes were from the exams that I had in the order that I had them. So it may be worth buying all of them so you have them all, just in case the exams are not in the same order anymore. With that being said, if y'all have any questions, y'all want me to make a video on like how much I started making as a nurse when I first started working versus how much I make now. If you guys want to know more about working in the ICU or working in the ER or working as a new grad in general or even working in corrections, put that in the comment section down below so we can talk about it. And if you guys can think of anything else, just put that in the comment section too. You guys know I'm open to all comments. I'm willing to give y'all any information that I have. So don't be afraid to reach out. My email's down there, so if you have any personal questions, you can always shoot me an email as well if you don't feel comfortable putting it in the comment section. That is all I have for you guys currently at the moment. So you guys be gentle on me. I will be putting out more videos in the future. We will have that sit down tea talk here real soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all check out my Etsy storefront. I will also be having an Amazon storefront put up as well, but it's not quite ready yet. So you guys, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Any comments, leave them down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.
L, what you can't see. Put my little cat on his face, tell that nigga breathe. I give him back to you, sis, before I break the nigga knee.